Hey, Exactol, this is Egan talking about your Finale 2017 detail entry. It looks really good. Man, this portal effect. Did you make this? I think you may have. Oh wow, it's got like even distortion going on around it. I don't know. Yeah, it looks really cool. Oh, it's even got like the flower petals zooming off into it. That's really cool. Yeah, this looks really good. I really like how you got like floating islands up here too. I kind of wish though that the floating islands stretched like even taller into the sky. So I would like notice one of the floating islands and been like, whoa, where am I? You know? Because like we're floating now, I think. I mean, that stuff is floating. Oh, I really like that you use like those rocks. Oh, those are moving. Some things are moving at least. And maybe those are like moving, but they're too far to notice. Yeah, I think you did a really good job generally detailing a lot of the space of the map. You got a lot of really interesting geometry shifting, and you got this important like hall room, which is interesting, and you got the control point up here. I think you should move these butterfly particle effects a little bit higher off near the tree, just because they're a little bit flashing and a little distracting on the ground here. What is that? Oh, it's like a special shriney sort of thing dealio going on. This is a little ugly underneath the tree here. Oh boy, my power is flickered. Good thing I have a battery backup. I think the detailing under here is a little bit noisy and kind of ugly and not really storytelling into something particular. I kind of wish that this almost led into like an underground kind of mystical blue something. This area under here just generally looks a little weird. I didn't even notice that this was like a walkway that I could take down here. It really doesn't look like one. I feel like, what would I have done? Sorry if that cracking was gross. Deal with it. I feel like you could have made this maybe look like a path a little bit more, especially from here. You don't even notice these stairs going down. Maybe having like a sign or something like it suggesting, or having like those, you know, those steps where you have like pieces of wood like dug into the soil a little bit more. I forget which map does that. Was it Yukon? Does Yukon do that? There's some map that uses it, but I've seen that a lot in like park things. Does your map do it? I wonder why, if it does. But yeah, you could have done like those like fake kind of steps there, and like I would say here too, just so when I'm standing here on the point, I just look and go, oh, you can walk down there too. Interesting. I think that could have looked a little bit better and as special as this. I think the actual tower itself, like something up here, maybe like a statue or something, just because this is like a special hall or something, but there's nothing in like particular standing up on top of there. Even, you know, it would have been kind of cool is using the weapon stand. I don't know if you ever used it in here, probably somewhere, because I know in the Japanese pack there's like a weapon holder. I guess you didn't use it. Put a giant one on top of here and a giant katana sword, and it's like the sign of the katana, the team of the katana ninja or something. I don't know. Could have been kind of cool up there with like a glowing shimmer, like my weapon, my kill streak. Oh, I wonder if you could do kill streak effects on a weapon in a map. Because imagine that, like a blue or a red, like shimmering katana atop a building with like particles like waving up around it like smoke or something. That would be pretty cool. Wouldn't it be pretty cool? Okay, I think that'd be really cool. I guess this scene right here, I kind of wish it was drawing my eyes and attention up over here a little bit more, like having something bright here. Like here, it feels a little bit less special than I would have liked. Something that I guess you should know is that if you look through a lot of Valve maps, they tend to have things that are bright, highlighting above your vision, just so it kind of catches your eye and you go, oh, that's interesting, you know? So as simple as these lights are, you probably could have put like light glows or sprites on them just to kind of catch my attention and like bewilder me a little bit more. Especially in here, it's just a little dark, and especially like here, just to kind of like help bring my focus upwards and to the right as I'm walking up here. It would have been pretty cool if you had like silhouette of someone walking by back and forth up there. That'd been really cool. Yeah, something kind of bright in here or up on here. Sprites on here I think would look kind of cool if it was subtle. And then yeah, making the walkway down here a bit more interesting. And then down here, for some reason this kind of looks ugly. I don't know if it's the lily pads being too greenly saturated, or maybe it's like you didn't spend enough time focusing on something in particular down here, and it's just kind of like filling the space. I almost kind of wonder if you could have used a little bit less of these lanterns in the center and more just at the edges, so they felt a bit more special. I do kind of think that this particle is a little bit noisy or something. Could have had probably a little bit less and made them a bit bigger. They're just kind of like, they feel a bit random here as opposed to anywhere else. But man, yeah, this portal effect is really cool. And the waterfall too is cool. Kind of wish I could have seen where that waterfall was coming from a bit better, like inside of here maybe. Like if there is like leaking pipes or something, like this is like one of those saunas or something. Or I kind of wish that this room was something I could walk into as well. That would have been really cool if this like was a walk-intoable room. I do think this hall is really cool, so really, really good job on the detailing here. I think it looks really good. Leading up to a giant tree with a walkway. I haven't walked around this. Is there anything on the other side yet? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I guess that's it. Hope it was helpful. Looks really good. Looks really good. Oh, maybe you could have used sun spread angle of like not 0, maybe of like 0.1 or something, just to kind of dilute that effect a little bit. I know that like real life is as detailed as that, but it looks a little distracting how specific those shadows are, I guess. Yeah, probably could have done that. And yeah, just like generally sort of brighter things, focusing my attention towards the direction that players should be kind of walking through this would be interesting. And then maybe if you could have something in there like a trophy room, like a whole bunch of saxies all over the walls and like miniaturized character classes and static poses, or something interesting in like in jars or something, like a whole bunch of in jars characters, like a mystical wizard is like trapping and like this is like his lair or something. It almost reminds me of like a Spyro level, how like Spyro would come out of here or something. I don't know. That's probably based on something and I'm like missing it. Anyway, it looks good. I think it looks good. Good job. Good luck with other stuff. See ya.